On the night of January 26, 1700, a colossal magnitude 9 megathrust earthquake ripped along the Cascadia Subduction Zone. Stretching from northern California to Vancouver Island, it was a seismic titan. In an instant, the coastline dropped up to 6 feet. A tsunami was born. It raced across the Pacific at jetliner speed. Unstoppable. Invisible. 10 hours later, it hit Japan without warning. For nearly 300 years, this disaster remained hidden in time. Then scientists began to piece together a puzzle spanning 2 continents. In North America, they found ghost forests of red cedar, silent sentinels along the Oregon and Washington coasts. These trees told a story. Killed by abrupt subsidence and salt water, their last growth ring dated to 1699, a clue frozen in time. Across the ocean, Japanese village records spoke of a mystery. A tsunami flooding coastlines late on January 27, 1700. No local earthquake preceded it, just a creeping wave of destruction. 2 clues, 2 sides of the Pacific, 1 seismic sleuthing feat. Using dendrochronology and modeling, scientists matched tree rings to tsunami logs. They pinpointed the event's time, magnitude, and origin. A forgotten cataclysm revealed. The earthquake's power was staggering. It fractured some 1,000-kilometer fault line. The seafloor shifted up to 20 meters in places. That sudden movement birthed a wave of immense proportions. Propelled across the Pacific, the tsunami traveled at speeds up to 800 km/h. A liquid bullet aimed at unsuspecting shores. When it reached Japan, the waves stood 2 to 5 meters high. They devastated coastal infrastructure. Salt kilns were destroyed, moats overflowed. In towns like Kuwagasaki and Otsuchi, fires erupted as the water receded. But the tsunami's impact wasn't limited to physical destruction. It left an indelible mark on cultural memory. In Cascadia, indigenous oral traditions preserved stories of that fateful night. Tales of villages destroyed and canoes swept inland. Of survivors fleeing as waves swallowed entire communities. From the Ho-Ayat to the Quileute and Makah tribes, legends align with startling accuracy. Modern science now supports what their ancestors witnessed centuries ago. These stories paint a vivid picture, a night of terror etched into generational memory. But they also speak to resilience, to survival against overwhelming odds. Today, the Cascadia Subduction Zone remains a sleeping giant. Large quakes, magnitude 8 or higher, occur every 300 to 600 years. The clock is ticking. It's been over 3 centuries since the last major rupture. Recent studies paint a sobering picture. There's a 15% chance of a magnitude 8 or greater quake in the next 50 years. Climate change adds another layer of risk. Rising sea levels and subsidence increase flood vulnerability. Even major urban centers aren't immune. Seattle, Portland, Vancouver all sit in the crosshairs of potential disaster. But this isn't just about numbers and probabilities. It's about preparedness, about learning from the past to safeguard our future. Understanding the 1700 tsunami provides crucial insights. It helps us prepare for the next big one. Today, early warning systems stand vigilant along coastlines. Public education programs spread awareness. Emergency infrastructure planning draws directly from lessons learned centuries ago. As we map risks and adapt communities, that long-ago disaster remains relevant. It cuts a warning across time, reminding us that even the most distant waves can echo loudly in our future. The legacy of the 1700 tsunami isn't just in the past. It's in every updated building code, in every tsunami evacuation route, in the very fabric of how we approach coastal living. Scientists continue to unravel its mysteries. New technologies allow us to peer deeper into the Earth's crust, to model wave propagation with unprecedented accuracy. But technology alone isn't enough. Community preparedness is key. From school drills to neighborhood emergency plans, awareness saves lives. The 1700 event also highlights the interconnectedness of our world. A quake off North America's coast brought destruction to Japan's shores. Today, our global systems are even more intertwined. A major Cascadia quake could trigger economic ripples worldwide. Supply chains, tech infrastructure, international trade, all could face disruption. Yet there's hope in this interconnectedness, too. International cooperation in earthquake science has never been stronger. Data sharing and joint research efforts span the Pacific and beyond. The story of the 1700 tsunami is a testament to scientific detective work. It shows how seemingly unrelated clues can paint a cohesive picture. Tree rings in Oregon, village records in Japan, oral histories passed down through generations. Each piece alone tells only part of the story. Together, they reveal an event of staggering proportions. This interdisciplinary approach continues today. Geologists work alongside historians. Seismologists collaborate with indigenous knowledge keepers. It's a holistic effort to understand our planet's volatile nature. But the 1700 event isn't just about understanding the past. It's a window into potential futures, and by studying its impacts, we can better predict the effects of future quakes. Coastal development patterns have changed dramatically since 1700. Population density has skyrocketed. Critical infrastructure dots the shoreline. A similar event today would have far-reaching consequences. Yet knowledge is power. Armed with an understanding of past events, we can build more resilient communities. We can design structures to withstand both shaking and inundation. We can create evacuation plans that save lives. The 1700 tsunami also reminds us of nature's raw power. In an age of technological marvels, it's easy to feel invincible, but the Earth can still unleash forces that dwarf our greatest achievements. This humility is crucial. It drives us to respect natural processes, to work with, rather than against, the forces that shape our planet. As we face an uncertain climate future, lessons from the 1700 event take on new relevance. Sea level rise amplifies tsunami risk. Changing ocean currents could alter wave propagation patterns. By studying past cataclysms, we better prepare for future challenges. We develop models that account for changing conditions. We create flexible response plans, adaptable to multiple scenarios. The story of the 1700 tsunami is far from over. Each year brings new discoveries. Advanced seafloor mapping reveals previously unknown fault structures. Sediment cores offer glimpses into tsunami frequency over millennia. This ongoing research isn't just academic. It informs policy decisions. It guides infrastructure investments. It shapes how we build and where we build. As we look to the future, the 1700 event serves as both warning and inspiration. A warning of the destructive potential locked beneath our feet. It reminds us that the Earth is dynamic, ever-changing. What happened before can, and likely will, happen again. But this time, we won't be caught unaware. Armed with knowledge spanning centuries, we face the future with open eyes, ready to meet whatever challenges the restless Earth may bring. The forgotten tsunami of 1700 speaks to us still. Its message echoes across time. Be prepared, be resilient, and never underestimate the power of the planet we call home.